Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's Dale's flash briefing. From the Reynolds Journalism Institute, this is a news update. How do people decide what news is trustworthy? How can journalists influence what users consume and share on social media? And in the era of fake stories, when untruths often travel faster than the truth, what can credible journalists do to stand out? When we began the Trusting News project in January 2016, we had no idea how the presidential campaign would evolve. We didn't know the intentional spread of false information would play an even larger role in the information climate. We didn't know Facebook's algorithm would move toward favoring posts shared by individuals over those shared by pages, making it all the more important that news consumers help spread our content. We just knew the issue of reclaiming the credibility of journalism was worthy of focused attention. We started by identifying strategies used by other industries to build trust. We learned from people immersed in issues like patient-physician trust, nonprofit storytelling, and corporate transparency. We read research on trust and accuracy from a variety of perspectives. We also talked to working journalists about where they saw the biggest gaps. We turned what we learned into strategies we wish journalists would employ to use social media to build trust. Then, with the help of 14 news outlets, we tested those strategies and tracked how users responded. What we have learned can help journalists influence what the public chooses to engage with and pass along. The biggest takeaway is that across the strategies, successful posts anticipated users' needs, moods, and motivations. They met people where they were. They demonstrated that journalists knew who they were talking to and how to best invite interaction. The strategy results include examples of what users responded to and what fell flat. You'll also find tips on how to write and frame posts in a way that's likely to connect with audiences, along with worksheets for each strategy to get started in your own newsroom. Jump straight to ideas worth stealing. Look at posts that were especially successful, and ones that fell flat. Search by newsroom partner or by size of Facebook audience. Search just for live videos, still images, or link shares. Or, one of my favorites, peruse posts involving comment interactions between journalists and users. I hope the posts inspire you to more effectively communicate your value and your relationship to the people you aim to serve. I hope they inspire you to demonstrate that users can help set your agenda and that you value what they contribute. I invite you to learn from our 14 partner newsrooms at trustingnews.org. I also invite you to get in touch with me at joy@joymeyer.com if you have ideas for future work on trust. From the Reynolds Journalism Institute, this is a Futures Lab update.
With constant updates and breakthroughs in virtual reality technology, it can be tough for newsrooms to start working with the medium. Journalism 360 is an initiative by the Google News Lab, the Knight Foundation, and the Online News Association
Alexa,
that aims to help.
Next.
In NPR News from TuneIn.
Live from NPR News
Alexa,
in Washington.
Next.
In weather. In Colombia, it's 41 degrees with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for intermittent clouds, with a high of 54 degrees
Alexa,
and a low of 30.
Pause. Alexa, continue.
In Colombia, it's 41 degrees with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for intermittent clouds, with a high of 54 degrees and a low of 34 degrees. That's all from your flash briefing.